Tonight, the Munster Mustangs battle the Andrean 59ers on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Like a good neighbor, Kyle Dempsey and State Farm Insurance are there. Center court tap between Bubash and Moss. The ball is in the air, controlled by the 59ers. At Andrean, of course, we're at one end of the floor, so this half, the Andrean 59ers will attack the near bucket. They win the tip, and right off the bat, Jim, Nick Davidson called for traveling.
Well, you know, very interesting. They got Craig Diedlow guarding him, so they're putting a little taller player on Davidson and force him into an early turnover.
Mustangs with the basketball, their first possession. They're in their home red with red numbers with white piping. This is Schlottman with it to Drew Hackett. Three from the top of the key, and perfect! Drew Hackett draws first blood for the Mustangs.
Well, they have improved as a three-point shooting team as the latter part of this season.
Just underway, 3-0 Munster. With the basketball as Daniel Kyleman tries to throw it back door, overthrew it. It's intercepted by Drew Hackett. So Andrean turns it over on their first two possessions. Hackett drives on the left hand, picks up his dribble, and unable to stop, and riding over his back, as they used to call it, buck back in the day, Colin Wojcik.
Very interesting. Andrean chose to take Davidson and post him up inside right off the bat, but that's a tough pass from a high-low position. They'll have to figure out a way to get the ball to him from a different angle.
Schlottman to inbound along the baseline. Gets it in to Drew Hackett, puts the shot up no good, but he drew a foul. I think Wojcik just picked up another one. Our officials tonight, Christian Flores, Andy Simpson, and Tom May. Chris Lennon and Jim East here, along with our video director, Ken Siegfried, our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, Nathan Laird in the house. Drew Hackett to the line, shoots the first free throw, good. So Drew Hackett 4 and Andrean nothing. 7:09 to play, first quarter. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Those of you watching on the video feed, sit back and enjoy this ball game. Second one also good. 5-0 Munster right out of the gate. Davidson to bring it down. Craig Diedlow picking him up in between the rings. Now he goes left wing to Wojcik. Wojcik throws it down low to Kalman, trying to back in on Bubash. Muscles the shot up. Couldn't get it to drop. Nice job. Couldn't finish. Munster with the rebound. Here's Schlottman. Crossover dribble. Kicks it off to Wucinich. Craig Diedlow now way out high. Will reset. Left wing Drew Hackett. Goes to Schlottman between the rings. Looks like a 2-3 zone being played by Andrean here, Coach.
Well, actually it's a man-to-man, because I'm watching Bubash and Schuyler just banging on each other. Very physical game on the interior right now.
Drew Hackett with it. He's got Nick Davidson on him. It's just the way they're packing it in when the guy doesn't have the ball.
And they're switching on all the man-to-man defense they call.
They try to throw it inside to Bubash. Knocked away. He hits the floor. No call. Down the other way. It's Wojcik to the basket, and he lays it in. 5-2, 6:08 on the clock. This is Diedlow to Drew Hackett, wide open, three on the way. He misses this one, and it goes over the top of the backboard, out of bounds. It'll belong to Andrean.
Well, I know this, that against Maryville, Munster had a very difficult time in getting the ball in a position high-low. So I'll be interested to see how they attack Andrean here.
Davidson with the basketball, goes left wing. Wojcik, three on the way, and no good. Rebound fought for. Bubash taps it to Diedlow. To Schlottman, he'll bring it down the floor across the timeline. Right wing, Davidson on him. He drives baseline, kicks it off, come back out high. Luke Wucinich, three on the way, air ball. He missed everything. And Bubash, what a great heads-up play, leaps into the air, snatches that ball and throws it back off Skylar Moss, out of bounds, off Andrean. Munster retains possession.
I think Coach Hackett's, I think he's a little concerned about them shooting so many threes early in the ball game.
Inbounds to Bubash, bounce pass to Schlottman posting low, buck from behind, no whistle. Now he gets it back. Right wing, Davidson on him, goes to Wucinich, Drew Hackett. Left wing, now on the dribble, takes it into the paint, goes to Bubash, three from the top of the key is good! Nate Bubash! It's now 8-2 Munster, the lead 6. The Mustangs bigot. As one of our Christensen Chevy keys to the game from Coach Jim East. Don't want to play from behind against Munster. Davidson, right wing three on the way. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, set down by Drew Hackett. Munster on the attack. Hackett to Schlotman. To Craig Delo between the rings. Right wing now, Wucinic. Back to Hackett. Hackett drives on the left hand. On Toporski, who blocks the shot, but Craig Delo has it. He drives, and Toporski steps up, and we got an offensive foul on Craig Delo.
Well, that's probably a good call. Official was right on top of the play. Tom May is right there and made the call very quickly and probably accurately. I say probably because, you know, the taking the charge and so forth, that is such a controversial
Mike
call.
Hackett with a few calm words, hands in his pockets to Andy Simpson, who as he runs down the floor has a smile on his face. Here's Davidson, drives right side, pulls up, shoots the 15-footer and hit it. First 2 points for Nick Davidson. 8-4 Munster, 4:16 on the clock, first quarter. Schlotman to Bubas. Skyler Moss on him to Schlotman. 3 on the way. Got it! Mike Schlotman with his first bucket. Munster has hit 3 strays so far in the game, 11-4.
Maybe I'll take my statement back. Maybe Coach Hackett's wanting that three-point shot.
Davidson tries the no-look pass. Schlotman bats it down, drives, lays it up and in.
2 very early turnovers by Davidson. I'm sure that Coach Cunningham is not wanting that early action.
13-4 Munster by 9. Nice defense by Schlotman. This is Moss. Goes to Kyleman. He launches the 3. Got it! Daniel Kyleman with his first bucket. It's now a 6-point game for Munster. Craig Delo to Drew Hackett, right wing. Wojcik with 2 fouls on him. Wucinic now double team. Almost threw it away. Tracked down by Drew Hackett. He drives into the lane. Kicks it out to Wucinic. Wucinic now goes back to Mike Schlotman. They'll reset the offense. 13-7 Munster. 3:11 on the clock. Schlotman to Bubas. Skyler Moss talking him defensively to Schlotman. Playing with Bubas, a little looking for a screen. Now he goes to Bubas, a little 2-man game. He drives with the left hand. They go around the horn to Hackett. Mustangs being patient. Now Bubas launches the 3, no good. Rebound is finally tracked down by Toporski for Andrean. Carson Cunningham shouting instructions to Davidson as he crosses the sideline. 2:40 on the clock, first period. This is Wojcik, right wing, to Skyler Moss. He shoots from the top of the key. He's perfect. First 2 for Skyler Moss. The lead down to 3. Munster led by as many as 9. Wucinic, foul line left extended. Feeds Bubas. Back to the bucket. Drives into the paint. Puts up the scoop shot. Couldn't get it to fall. And we got a whistle of foul, says Tom Mays. This is going to go against Skyler Moss. Carson Cunningham is livid. Thought he hooked him with the elbow.
There was a little hooking action there, but, you know, the bottom line is you got to get the ball inside to find out how the officials are going to call the inside action. That was the first time, really, the ball has gone inside at either end.
Scoreboard here at Andrean doesn't keep track of the team fouls, but I'll do the best that I can. I've got him for 2 so far. Pardon me, 3. 2 on Wojcik and now 1 on Moss. For Munster with it. Non-shooting variety foul. They called that no NBA continuation on that one, Coach. Schlotman drives baseline. Kicks it back out to Adam Astowich, who's checked in to Drew Hackett. 3, no good. Craig Delo comes up with a loose ball. What hustle. Gets it off to Schlotman. Fakes the 3. Drives on Kyleman. Now picks up his dribble. Comes back to Drew Hackett. He drives on the left hand. Spin move, almost had it taken away by DJ Gonzalez. And it goes back to Schlotman. 1:45. Munster section making some noise now. This is Delo, drives, left hand, puts it up, and got a foul on the floor on Munster.
Yeah, they called a blocking, illegal block on Bubas. Did open up a wide lane to the basket. I could not tell from our vantage point, but Coach Andy Simpson is very quick to make that call.
Well, you at least want him to be decisive about it, Coach.
He was decisive. He made the call very quickly.
DJ Gonzalez drives left side on a Stoic. Goes baseline right through the hands of Nick Davidson out of bounds. 4 turnovers for Andrean in this period. Nick Davidson involved in 3 of them.
Well, it's a very difficult pass. he made the pass right around his ankle. It's a very difficult catching play for
You're listening
Andrean.
to Munster basketball here on the Key. Powerful, positive radio. Schlotman with it between the rings. DJ Gonzalez being very aggressive, pursuing him on defense for Andrean. To Adam Stowich, who's in there for Vucinic. Schlotman drives right side, double team, looking for help. Now finds Stowich, who drives towards the paint, gets it off to Drew Hackett. Finds Craig Dieblo, baseline three. This one's off the mark. Gonzalez the rebound. 59ers want to run. But the defense gets back for Munster, and the jump shot was missed by Gonzalez, but a good rebound for Andrean by Matt Rubery, who's just picked into the lineup.
I think Coach Cunningham's looking for a last shot here. He's spreading it out, and they've got 30-some seconds to hold the ball. I've seen many a team throw the ball away in 30 seconds, so we'll see what happens here.
This is Wojcik, baseline. Rubery's going to shoot it. He missed it. Rebound, Schlotman. 18 seconds. Munster by 3, 13-10. Schlotman across the timeline, and Mike Hackett calls the play. 11 seconds. Schlotman still dribbling out high. 7 seconds. Now he drives right side. 4 seconds. Comes up shooting with the 3, air ball, and that's going to be it in the first quarter. Our score, Munster 13. Andrean 10. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. It's the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Tonight's game is being underwritten in part by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake and Porter Counties. Different drivers require different kinds of car insurance. Coverage from house to house isn't always the same, and life policies vary too. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake and Porter Counties is proud to, in part, help underwrite high school sports on 90.5 FM WRTW The Key. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Lake and Porter Counties.
Have you experienced Munster's new facility, Centennial Park? Centennial Park offers a variety of activities and facilities to cater your next business function. With in-house catering and meeting rooms, we are able to do all the work for you. Take your next meeting out onto our 9-hole golf course. Golf memberships and in-house leagues are available for avid golfers or beginners. After your round, you may visit the View Restaurant serving sandwiches, soups, and salads. For more information, the phone number is 836-6931.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Welcome back, everybody, to 5959 Broadway in Maryville. Chris Bannon along with the coach, Jim East. 13-10, Munster. Andrean 59er basketball on the Region Sports Network is underwritten in part by Chirilla Insurance in Highland, an independent agency serving Northwest Indiana for over 20 years. Chirilla Insurance can be reached at 922-4447 or online at Chirillans.com. That's Chirilla, AINS.com. Munster with it to start this second quarter. And they're going to sort some things out here offensively, Jim.
Well, actually, you look at the score. It's a defensive battle right now. It's not an offensive battle.
Here's Pubash with it. Feeds Vucinic. Baseline 3. This one is short. Rebound is snatched off by Toporski, who throws it to Davidson, who took his eye off it and almost lost that one out of bounds. 4 turnovers on the 59ers in the first quarter, 3 on Munster. Very unofficial stats. Toporski with it, foul line right extended to Moss, top of the key to Kyleman. Kyleman comes back to Davidson. He drives into the paint, puts up the finger roll, got it. Nice move by Nick Davidson.
Yeah, they actually had the parting of the sea there. That is his game, to attack the basket off the dribble.
Nice crossover dribble as well. Here's Drew Hackett, and Craig Dieblo hits the floor. Got mugged out there by Toporski. Didn't see the contact myself, Jim. I was looking elsewhere, but Craig Dieblo slid about 8 feet.
I'm watching Carson Cunningham work the officials on the sideline. He's very adamant in what he's trying to get accomplished there, but I think he's trying to gain their attention for later in the game right now.
14 fouls on Andrean. Now Munster with it, leading by 1, 13-12, 6:30 to play till the end of this first half. Here's Drew Hackett driving on the baseline. Puts up the floater, missed the shot. Rebound lost. Out of bounds by Kyleman. It's going to belong to Munster.
I think he
they changed the call.
Yeah, he made the right call. He reversed his call.
With the basketball is Bernard for Andrean is Matt Rubery. Rubery goes to Toporski. Cross-court pass back to Rubery. Feeds Skylar Moss baseline. Triple team. Shoots the turnaround, or no. Fakes it and passes to Rubery. He drives. Puts it up on the left hand. No good. Saves the rebound to Moss. He comes up shooting. In and out. No good. Put back is no. Snatched out of there for Andrean by Nick Potzel. And we got a whistle, and what do we got, Jim?
I thought maybe he called a travel there on Moss before he took off. He may have had a couple running steps, but he's very offensive-minded. I remember him from Portage, and his skills have definitely improved.
This is Bubash with it to Craig Needlow. Mustangs a 1-point lead and the ball. This is Drew Hackett. Bubash and Moss banging down low. This is Bubash with it. Back to the bucket. Kicks it out to Schlotman. He's wide open. It goes down and comes out. That one was below the halfway point in the cylinder and came out. And they feed it down low to Moss. He puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound loose. Sophomore. Tracked down by Rubery. Rubery now will reset the offense. Comes back out to Podko. To Kyleman. And they bring Rubery out high, and he gets the play call from Carson Cunningham. Drew Hackett on him. Double teamed out there, in some trouble now. Looking for help now, finds Podko. Back to Rubery. 5 minutes to play in this first half. 13-12. There's a baseline three on the way from Kyleman. Good. Andrean takes their first lead of the game. 6 points for Kyleman. And Andrean leads by 2. Oh, and we had a whistle and a technical foul on Carson Cunningham. Tom May hurt it up.
Well, he was very active on the sideline, and he was questioning a number of calls. And Tom May says enough is enough. Now, here's the difficult thing: is Carson has to sit for the remainder of the game. He can react to a play, a good play, and jump up and down, but he cannot stand up and do any type of talking with the referees. And it's a tough call.
Coaches, I'm thinking back all the games I worked when you were on the bench. I don't recall if you ever got a tech, or if you did, it was late in the ball game when you didn't mind having to sit out.
I tried to get a technical foul away from home. I didn't get too many, believe it or not. I was vocal, but I did it in a way that didn't really qualify for a technical foul. Tough call.
Coming from the bench, that was 2 shots for Mike Schlotman. And he hit one of them.
And the ball out of bounds.
And the ball out of bounds.
But they had the ball anyway.
So Munster down 1, 15-14, 4:35. Here's Vucinic a 3. Perfect! Luke Vucinic rains one from downtown. Mustangs back on top. This is Rubery with it. Left hand dribble to Davidson, who has spent a couple of minutes over on the Andrean bench, probably to get his bearings back. With the basketball to Rubery, to Sam Toporski, who had a great game against Chesterton. And they feed it down low. Toporski double team. Shot blocked by Vucinic, so we got a whistle and a foul. Andy Simpson says what?
A foul on Bubash. That's number 2. This is where we're going to find out about the depth of Munster's bench.
See if that gets Cody Grzybowski up, and it does. Mike Hackett again having a discussion with Andy Simpson. It's a 2-shot foul, says Andy. So Sam Toporski is going to go to the strike to shoot a pair. Munster students, as you can hear, giving him the business, and he missed the first one.
Kind of a cute call. I'm sure that it entered into the shooter's mind a little bit. Kind of paused a little bit before he shot. It's right down here in front of the Munster student section.
4:03 to play, first half, 17-15, Mustangs by 2. Toporski can get him back within 1 if he converts this foul shot. It's in the air and got it. 17-16, Mike Schlotman to bring the ball down the floor for the Munster Mustangs. Across the timeline. On the dribble, Davidson picking him up. Gets it to Luke Vucinic. To Cody Grzybowski. He holds. Goes left wing to Drew Hackett. Back to Schlotman. They're looking for that penetration by Schlotman, but there's a spin move in the lane. Puts up the finger roll. I think he was surprised to be that wide open. He missed the shot. Rebound Andrean. Down the floor. Davidson, left-hand dribble. Comes up shooting and hits.
He is a very accurate 15-foot shooter. He's not tried a three-point shot, but he gets himself in a position and really rises up well to shoot that jump shot from 15 feet.
So Andrean takes the lead back, 18-17. Carson Cunningham told me the mid-range jumper is a dying art, Jim.
Well, not for Davidson.
With the basketball for Munster is Grzybowski, right wing to Luke Vucinic. To Drew Hackett. He'll shoot a three for the top of the key. No good, but he hits the floor. And did Skylar Moss just get nailed?
He did, and that's a three-shot foul.
And Skylar Moss now with 2 fouls.
You do not want to foul a shooter in a situation like that. If he hits it, so be it. But you don't want to give him a chance for a 4-point play if he hits it.
16 fouls on the 59ers now. So Drew Hackett was 2 for 2 from the stripe, hits the first. He'll have 2 more. He's tied this thing up. That is our first tie in this game, although the lead has changed hands 3 times. Chris Lanning and Jimmy's here. Hope you're enjoying either the radio broadcast or the television telecast on regionsports.com. Lead changes hands again as Hackett hits the second. Mustangs back up 1. They've led by as many as 9. Eyes to third, puts it in the air, perfect. 5 for 5 at the stripe for Drew Hackett. Mustangs by 2, 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Davidson will walk the ball down the floor. Schlotman picks him up as he comes out of the center court circle. They find Wojcik. He shoots the 3, way off. Rebound, Craig Diedlow to Schlotman. He runs it down the floor. Shake and bake move, dishes it off to Drew Hackett. Around the horn they go. Schlotman with it back. Again, fakes that 3. Schlotman does that movement with the shoulders just about as well as anybody I've seen. You don't know if he's going to shoot, if he's going to drive, what he's going to do, and which direction he's going to go.
Well, I think one thing right now, notice that Skylar Moss is out of the lineup, and you know, Bubash is too. So, you know, it kind of balances its way together here, because I don't think either one of them has a post player that can be the same as Bubash or Skylar.
J.J. Bozak is into the game. And Schlotman drives across the lane, and Toporski sets up for the charge and gets the call. So Schlotman with an offensive foul. That's at least 3 offensive fouls we've seen in this game, Jim.
And I like it. I like for coaches to teach the taking of the charge. I think that is a dying art, believe it or not.
Nobody, everybody wants to hit the 3 or slam it. They don't want to do the dirty work. Here's Davidson. Bounce pass underneath to Bozak, and he's tied up under there. Andrean will maintain possession on the arrow, however.
Actually, Andrean has gone very deep in their bench. I didn't know they were this deep, but I think they've used probably as many as 10 players.
This is more than they used in the Chesterton game. Inbounds pass to Kalman. Fakes the pass, shoots the 3, no good. Rebound, Craig Diedlow for Munster. Gets it to Schlotman. He wants to run. Down the floor to Vucinic. Back to Schlotman. They leave him alone. He thinks about the 3, doesn't shoot it. Instead drives into the lane, gets his shot blocked. They're going to call a jump ball and give it to Munster. I think that's a good call.
It was a good call. Again, you look at the score, 20-18. We're near the end of the second quarter. This is really a defensive struggle.
You're listening to Region Sports Network coverage of Munster Mustang basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM WRTW Crown Point, WRTK Paxton, Illinois, and streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com, munstersports.com, and andreansports.com. And thanks for joining us. 2018 Munster inbound pass. Right into the hands of Cody Grzybowski, who lays it in. Munster runs that play about as well as anybody.
It's called screener. And if you don't switch, that's what happens. Got a wide open layup.
1:30 remaining. We got a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout, so we're going to join them with a 60-second timeout with 1:30 to play in the first half. Munster 22, Andrean 18. We'll be right back after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
It seems we're always trying to answer that age-old question, what's the perfect car? But as our needs change, so does the answer to that question. Finding the right car insurance from a State Farm agent can help. So whether you have a claim or just a simple question, you can see State Farm agent Kyle Dempsey at 6934 Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond, or the phone number is 845-1571. Kyle Dempsey State Farm in Hammond.
At Munster Animal Hospital, our chief concern and focus is the care of pets through disease prevention and treatment. It's our desire to see our patients experience a more joyful life and for their owners to have peace of mind. Located at 10421 Calumet Avenue in Munster, Munster Animal Hospital has been selected by the Times and Shore Magazine as the best veterinary hospital in the region for 2012. Our website is munsteranimalhospital.com for more information. Munster Animal Hospital, committed to the quality of life for our beloved pets.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy Dealers presentation of Munster Mustang basketball. The Mustangs a 4-point lead, 1:24 on the clock. First half, Andrean with it. This is Podko way out high. Adam Stowich, who's checked in for the Mustangs in the Kyle Dempsey State Farm lineup. With it to Rubery. Rubery holds out there, comes back to Podko. It looks like Andrean's trying to spread something out a little bit
I think they're trying to delay the remainder of this quarter. They're running a delay offense here, I guess, because of foul difficulty. Maybe they want to be just 4 down going into the third quarter.
There's a pass to Davidson, tricky pass, and almost turned over, and Carson Cunningham doesn't like what he sees. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. This is a 30-second timeout, so we are going to cape it here. I want to let you know that this broadcast is a production of the Region Sports Network. Any other use, duplication, reproduction, or retransmission of the accounts, description of this contest without the express written consent of the Region Sports Network is prohibited. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know you can win a $25 gift certificate to Gayety's Chocolates and Ice Cream on Indianapolis Boulevard in Cherville. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the Region Sports Network YouTube channel at youtube.com/Region Sports. And one new subscriber will be chosen at random. So go to the Region Sports Network YouTube channel at youtube.com/Region Sports. All right, the Kyle Dempsey lineup on the floor for the Mustangs. Grzybowski in relief of Bubash, who's on the bench with 2. Adam Stowich, Craig Needlow, Drew Hackett, and Mike Schlotman. For the 59ers, it's J.J. Bozak, Matt Rubery, Nick Davidson, Daniel Kyleman, and Nick Podko. And Davidson has it taken away, or almost taken away, and it is ultimately taken away and over and back. Good defense by Munster.
About 3.5 turnovers now for Davidson. And so I don't know exactly what Coach Cunningham had in mind, but I thought it was kind of delay the game because he's got a couple players with 2 fouls. I think he's just going to get this quarter over with. Let's start afresh the third quarter.
Mike Schlotman with the basketball, and he's letting this last 30 seconds tick down to about 12, I think, before he'll start to attack the bucket. 22 seconds on the clock. I'm going to give everybody some wrestling results as soon as I get the opportunity here. Now Schlotman starts his drive, 8 seconds. Grzybowski back to Schlotman, wide open 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Podko across that court, 1 second, throws up the runner, hits the back of the iron. I think it would have counted.
I think Tom May called a call on the guy coming down the floor. So they got to either put some time up on the clock or make that. He said that's the end of that is the end of the quarter. We do not have the foul situation here at Andrean, so I'm not sure how many team fouls that is on Munster.
So they call Vucinic for it. I got him for 4. Jim.
Okay, so it's really a non-factor. A non-factor. I don't know how much
There's
time.
no time on the clock, so...
0.3.
It's like football, an untimed down there. They put up 0.3. It's an untimed down. So this isn't even enough time for a catch and toss.
I think it's a catch and toss with 7/10 of a second.
Yes. And throwing it towards the basket, Davidson with the catch, and that's it. The end of the first half. Our score, Munster 22, Andrean 18. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. It's the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Here in the house, Nathan Laird, our coordinating producer. Rich Castillo, our international operations manager. The Nuke, John Newcomb, Munster kid, doing some video work for us. Sean Delby and Mike Bonaventura back in the studios. We all thank you for joining us. It's the second half underway. Andrean with us.
Munster started out in a 1-3-1, which has been one of their staple defensive efforts, and be interested to see how Andrean attacks it.
This second half brought to you by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevy runs deep. Check out the All-Star lineup is available for you on ChevyDriveChicago.com. How about the Chevy Silverado? The longest lasting, most dependable pickup on the road, game in and game out. Silverado takes the court. Andrean turns it over on their first possession, Coach.
There's one of the keys we talked about. Bubash and Moss pretty much balance each other out. Both of them had 2 fouls. They had a 3-point shot apiece. That's an even. Next thing you know, opening play, Bubash scores on the backdoor play.
5 points for Nate Bubash. Mustangs by 6. Turnovers have hurt the 59ers. This is Davidson with it. Gives it off to Colin Wojcik, who's out there with 2 fouls. Of course, he never went to the bench when he picked up that second. To Skylar Moss, driving on Bubash, spin move, muscles his way to the bucket, throws it off the glass and throws it down.
I thought that'd be a key matchup. They both matched baskets here in the third quarter.
Bubash down the floor. Nate Bubash now coming out and playing a little bit more high. He plays a lot of high-low game and trying Moss out and throw it underneath to Craig Diedlow, and I think we're going to get a foul on Saporsky.
There's the staple item for Coach Hackett's team, is the high-low pass and so forth. They did execute well that time and picked up an early foul on Andrean.
Going to inbound the ball on the baseline, says Andy Simpson, and Mike Schlottman will trigger it in.
Look for the lob play right here.
Moss is trying to hang on to Bubash. Lane's wide open when he exits, but he's driving into it on the left hand to Luke Vucinic, who shoots and misses on the baseline. Davidson rebounds for Andrean. 24-20 Mustangs, 6:23 on the clock. Davidson inside of a nice shot fake, but couldn't get it to drop off the glass. Munster rebound. Schlottman down the floor. Baseline. Vucinic back out high now. Craig Diedlow trying to feed Bubash. Skylar Moss just picked up number 3 on the back.
No, they called the other way. They called Bubash.
Wow. Mike Hackett, hands on head. Cannot believe the call.
I cannot believe that call myself.
So it's an offensive foul on Munster and a turnover. 3 on Nate Bubash. Wojcik with the basketball to Kyleman, to Davidson, left wing, driving on Craig Diedlow, takes it to the bucket, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Luke Vucinic, and he was there so stationary, he had Moss thrown on him, Coach.
You know, I'm confused. I am not sure they called a foul on Bubash, which would be his third. I think if that was his third, Coach Hackett would be pulling him out. We don't see the foul board here, but I'm thinking maybe they called a 3-second call or a violation of some kind. We'll never know.
Yeah, we will when we get the officials.
No, they got it. Coach Hackett's asking for the board to be corrected. I think they call a violation on Munster, not the foul.
Davidson to the stripe. He hits the first one. He'll have one more shot coming. This foul was on Luke Vucinic, I believe. That's his second. Munster students chanting Schlottman's better, but Davidson doesn't listen and hits the free throw anyway. 2-point ball game. Munster the lead in the ball. Mike Hackett calling a play. Schlottman to Bubash. Back to the bucket at the foul line. Back to Schlottman. On the left wing, working on Davidson. Takes it toward the bucket.
Good help.
It back out to Bubash. Bubash to Drew Hackett. Now right wing to Vucinic, back to Bubash, feeding back door to Craig Dietlow, and they just threw another foul on Saporsky.
Well, he's trying to muffle his way on that low post area, and again, Munster's executing the high-low, and they're really making a concerted effort to get the ball into the low post from the high post. So they are drawing some concerns, and I think Saporsky went out of the lineup.
He's Jim East, I'm Chris Lanning. Coach, what I like what they're doing is by taking Bubash out high, they're opening up the paint. Inbounds pass, Drew Hackett off the glass and in.
Another out-of-bounds play.
Mustangs do that about as well as anybody.
Better than anybody.
26-22, Mustangs by 4. 5:13 on the clock. Moss with 3 fouls. Still out on the floor in our Kyle Dempsey State Farm lineup. Davidson dribbles around, comes up shooting, and buries the 3. 5 points in the quarter, 11 for the game for Davidson. The lead down to 1. 4:55 for the quarter. Davidson now directing some traffic out front. Bubash out to the foul line. Now Schlotman picks up the dribble. Right wing to Vucinic, to Drew Hackett. Now Davidson picks him up. Hackett takes it left wing to Dietlow to Vucinic. Down low to Bubash. Shot fake, turnaround shot up and in. There's the jump hook. We hadn't seen it yet tonight.
Well, they've not got the ball into him very much because I think Skyler Moss was trying to play arm and leg first half. We'll see if he changes his defensive assignment a little bit here. But he is allowing him to get the ball low right now.
28-25, Mustangs by 3. Here's Skyler Moss with a little shake and bake move and a foul line jumper good. 28-27. Here's Craig Dietlow, top of the key, drives left hand to Vucinic, to Bubash, back to the bucket, almost walked, but got the ball on the floor, so he didn't get the call. To Schlotman, kicks it back, through Hackett, 3 on the way, off the back of the iron, rebound, Schlotman. Mike Schlotman does that about as well as any guard I've seen on the high school level.
Well, 6'4", he has that advantage.
The one possible exception to that would be Dick Davidson. Almost a steal by Rubery on a careless pass by Craig Dietlow, but Schlotman saves it. 3:30 on the clock. Bubash, top of the key, back to Schlotman. Rubery on him. Fakes the 3, holding. Now drives with the left hand to the foul line. Kicks it off to Vucinic. Looks like they've taken Skyler Moss off Bubash now. Now he's back on him. They feed Bubash. Puts it up off the glass, and a foul. They are going to work on Skyler Moss, and he just picked up number 4.
That's really a disadvantage for Skyler Moss. He's playing behind him, allowing him to catch the ball. If you do that with Bubash, he's going to hurt you. And this is exactly what they did to Maryville in the second half. Bubash came alive, and that was the deciding factor.
So Skyler Moss is going to sit down with 4 of them. And the free throw by Bubash is no good. J.J. Bozak checks in off the bench. Important minutes for him for the Andrean 59ers.
Well, they really, truly don't have a center in there right now.
This is Wojcik. Fakes the shot, then comes up shooting. Missed it, put back, no good. Rebound loose, still fought for. And it goes out of bounds, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul, I think, on Munster. No.
Yeah, they called a foul on Munster.
It is exactly on Munster. It's on Drew Hackett. His first, second on the Mustangs, unofficially, of course. Like I said, this board does not show you the fouls or the team fouls. And now Colin Wojcik is going to sit down, and Podkul checks back in our Kyle Dempsey State Farm lineup for Andrean. Wide open on the inbounds pass is Rubery, blew the bunny. Rebound Bozak off the glass and in. He was so wide open, you could have, I could have got that shot off, Coach.
Maybe you could have, I don't know, but I will tell you, a well-executed out-of-bounds play by Andrean.
Took it right out of Munster's playbook. This is Drew Hackett with it. 30-29, Mustangs by 1. Vucinic, left wing, holds. Picks up his dribble, feeds Bubash, double team, kicks it out. Craig Dietlow, 3 on the way. He got it! Craig Dietlow with a huge bucket for Munster.
Andrean is playing a man behind Bubash, and they're helping from outside, so that's going to open up the three-point shot again.
Craig Dietlow, he played that role more or less last year. 33-29, Mustangs by 4 with 2:04 to play in the third. Here's Podko driving or trying to on Schlotman. Now gives it up to Davidson. He's double teamed in the lane. Puts up the finger roll and got it. I don't know how he got that one off.
Well, I don't know. He's averaging 22.7. He's doing something right tonight.
Davidson was probably as good a corner as I've seen him play in his career. 7 points here in this third. Drew Hackett, nice reverse, drives the bucket, puts it up and scores. He was driving with the left hand, reversed and spun. The help was on the left side, the right side of the lane wide open. He took it to the money, laid it in, and drew the foul.
There's Skylar Moss not being there to help out. I said they're playing without a true center right now.
I'm not sure who they whistled that one on. But Drew Hackett with a chance for the three-point play. Shot is in the air and good. Drew Hackett now 6 for 6 from the stripe. 36-31. Luke Vucenic's going to sit down. Checking in for the Mustangs is Adam Stoich. DJ Gonzalez is going to come in. And Nick Davidson is going to take a breather on the bench. Outstanding basketball game. Hope you're enjoying the radio broadcast or the telecast at regionsports.com. Thanks for being with us. DJ Gonzalez drives. Right side, kicks it off. No, Davidson didn't check out. It was Podko. Pardon me. Rubery to Kyleman. Back to Davidson. Comes up shooting. Off the mark. No good. Rebound Hackett. He wants to run. Great ball handling under pressure across the timeline. To Stoich. He goes to Bubaks between the rings with Bozak on him. Now to Schlotman. Schlotman comes back to Drew Hackett. 1:07 to play, third quarter. Top of the key, Craig Diedlow looks, had the three, opted not to shoot it. Bounce pass out to Stoich. Stoich now to Schlotman, 57 seconds. To Bubaks, top of the key. He drives on Bozak. Kicks it off to Schlotman. Working on Kyleman. Spin move. Double teamed on the baseline. Kicks it back to Stoich. To Craig Diedlow, 45 seconds. Discipline for Munster. Schlotman with the basketball.
I think they're going to go for one shot now.
To Stoich. To Drew Hackett. Faked like he was going to shoot it, but that would have been about a 40-footer if he'd have let that.
They're going to go for one shot. They broke it down about 45 seconds, and I think the kids were smart enough. Coach Hackett didn't have to tell them to wait for one shot.
And a discipline for Munster. Munster basketball. Craig Diedlow between the rings. Mike Hackett up shouting instructions.
Cunningham's trying to go to his zone here, but I don't think his players see him.
Craig Diedlow with it. 7 seconds to Schlotman, top of the key. 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, snatched out of there by Bozak. Almost threw it away. Collision on the floor as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. Our score, Munster 36, Andrean 31. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. It's the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Hey, it's Tara for Christensen Chevy. Christensen Chevrolet is a local family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership celebrating over 60 years in the community, serving all of Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. If you stop in, you can see why families and businesses have put their trust in us for generations. At Christensen, we have an enormous inventory of new Chevys with all of your favorite models in stock, ready for immediate delivery, because that's the Christensen way. We're Christensen Chevrolet, proud sponsor of our great local high school athletic programs on Indy Boulevard in Highland, or visit ChristiansenChevy.com.
Region sports are about tradition, and since 1946, Berry Brothers in Hammond has built a tradition of quality and service. With a professionally trained sales staff, Berry Brothers offers a selection of quality American-made work boots, safety shoes, and apparel. Located on Indianapolis Boulevard, a half-mile north of Interstate 8094, Berry Brothers is devoted to providing exceptional service to ensure the satisfaction of every customer. Berry Brothers is open 7 days a week, and gift certificates are available. The website is berrybros.com.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Welcome back, everybody, to Andrean High School. Chris Lannon along with the coach, Jimmy's. 8 minutes, I should say, left on the clock. 36-31. Munster with it to start this final period. Schlotman with the basketball. Craig Diedlow to Schlotman. And it'll be interesting to see what Munster's going to do offensively here. And Andrean coming out aggressively on defense. DJ Gonzalez and Davidson determined to go after and pursue the basketball. Looks like they want to do some trapping, and I think Davidson picked up the foul.
Very aggressive defensive performer, but the problem is sometimes he gets over-aggressive and commits those little silly fouls, but he is quick.
They might have whistled that on DJ Gonzalez. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did. DJ Gonzalez.
7:40 on the clock. Final quarter. Munster a 5-point lead, and the ball at 36-31. Schlotman to Stoich. Double team to Schlotman. Schlotman, they tried to double team and back out of there in a hurry. Underneath the bucket to Craig Deedlow. He kicks it back out to Schlotman. He'll take it back out high and reset. Munster very, very good at running a patient offense. Stoich, right wing, bounce pass to Bubash. We're going to get J.J. Bozak on a holding foul, as he was trying to prevent the entry pass.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup, but we're getting ready to have Skylar Moss return to the lineup.
Skylar Moss.
USA has 4 fouls?
He has 4. He checks back in for Bozak.
Coach is rolling the dice.
We're going to get a station ID in here real quick. You're listening to Region Sports Network coverage of Munster Mustangs basketball on the Key 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point, Indiana, WRTK, Paxton, Illinois, and streaming worldwide on the internet at regionsports.com, munstersports.com, and andreansports.com. Of course, tonight's game and all games on the Region Sports Network this basketball season brought to you by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. As I was reading those announcements, there was a whistle and a foul, sending Drew Hackett back to the stripe.
Bad guy to send to the free throw line right now, isn't it? What is he, 5 for 5, 6 for 6?
7 for 7.
7 for 7.
Who did they whistle that one on, I wonder?
Someone from Andrean.
Oh, thanks, Coach.
I'm not sure.
Glad you had my back on that one.
I look for the scoreboard, and it's not there.
Yeah, I know. I keep doing that myself, and I've done enough games here I know better. Mustangs by 7. 7 minutes on the clock. DJ Gonzalez with the basketball. For Andrean. To Kyleman. Comes back to Gonzalez. They feed it down low to Skylar Moss. Nice ball movement. Moss puts it in off the glass.
That was a key possession there for Andrean. I think right now things are going Munster's way. I think Andrean's going to have to do something to change the complexion. They're trying. Oh, there's a steal. That's an example.
Gonzalez tried and they're going to say Craig Deedlow touched that last. Colin Wojcik and Rubery will check back in at our Kyle Dempsey State Farm lineup. Saporski's going to sit down.
I thought for a while Andrean's going to play with 6 players. That'd be a great move for Carson Cunningham right now.
38-33 is what the scoreboard says. It's 6:26 on the clock, and we got a whistle, and Colin Wojcik's going to go to the stripe. But again, I didn't see who they called that one on. We're at one end here in the action.
Well, they called the foul, I believe, on Stoich.
Adam Stoich, that would be his first.
One thing about it, Andrean is very aggressive offensively, at least by attacking the basket off of the dribble.
Wojcik misses the foul shot. One more coming as Luke Wucinic checks back in for a Stoich. In our Kyle Dempsey State Farm lineup. One more coming. He can cut this lead down to 4 if he hits. He missed it. Long rebound, slapped that out of bounds. Let's see, they're going to give it to Andrean. I think that's a good call.
Bad thing is Andrean missed a couple free throws.
Ball comes inbounds to Davidson. Almost lost the handle, but got it back. Almost lost it again, but I think they're going to get Schlotman on a reach-in foul. That'll be 2 on Mike Schlotman, unofficially, of course. 4 on the Mustangs here in the second half. Your local Geico Insurance office knows that everybody can use a little more gas to their vehicle, which is why a visit to their office in Schererville can help you out. For more information, your local Geico office is at 960 US 30 in Schererville, and their phone number 322-8700. Skylar Moss off the inbounds pass, took a wild shot and missed everything. I'm sure that's not the shot. I know he's played put the ball in the hole a couple of times here, and he might have been feeling it, but that was sure not the shot Andrean was looking for. Bubash with it to Drew Hackett. Back out to Schlotman. We're inside of 6 minutes for the ball game. Left wing, Craig Diedlow fakes the three, starts to drive on the left hand. DJ Gonzalez tries to draw a charge, but he's going to get called for blocking.
Andrean's trying to change the tempo of the game by changing what they're doing defensively. They're trying to double team the ball as often as possible in the corner and on the wing. So they're trying to disrupt this very patient offense of Munster.
And we're in the bonus situation now for Munster, so that's 17 fouls on Andrean. Craig Diedlow shoots the first and hits it. 39-33, the lead 6. Craig Diedlow now with 4 points. An automatic candidate for our Berry Brothers blue-collar player of the game every game. He hits the second. So now Munster stretched the lead to 7.
Munster's falling back into a 1-3-1 to try to disrupt what Andrean's doing offensively.
Drew Hackett, the chaser out front on Nick Davidson. Right wing to Gonzalez. Skylar Moss underneath. And here's a nice backdoor feed. No help side defense that time. And laid in by, it was Ruber.
Excellent play by Andrean. Excellent play.
40-35, 5:24 on the clock. Schlotman with it. Schlotman draws a double team out high, throws it to Bubash, and Ruber is going to be called for a foul over the back, and Nate Bubash is going to go to the strike.
I'm not sure they want to double team out in the middle of the floor. I think it's very effective on the wing or in the corner, but you really have too many options open to you when you try to send two guys to trap the ball in the middle of the court.
So Nate Bubash would have won in bonus. Andrean 59er basketball on the Region Sports Network is underwritten in part by Chirilla Insurance in Highland, an independent agency serving Northwest Indiana for over 20 years. Chirilla Insurance can be reached at 922-4447 or online at Chirillans, that's A-I-N-S, Chirillans.com. Bubash hits the first. One more coming, and he got it. Mustangs shooting well at the line tonight.
That's the difference in the ball game right now. There's no doubt about it.
5:09. They get into the line more often than Andrean. There's a long left wing three by Wojcik, too strong. Rebound, Drew Hackett, triple team. Hands all over him. Still manages to maintain possession as he hits the floor. Gets it down to Bubash. To Diedlow. To Bubash. He'll take it back out to Luke Vucinic. They'll reset. 4:47 on the clock. Munster fans applauding that. Nice, no points went up, Jim, but good, solid basketball being played again by the Mustangs.
Well, they're still trying to trap on the wing and corner, but I think Munster's very smart keeping the ball out in the middle of the floor.
Schlotman with Davidson out high, goes left wing to Craig Diedlow, baseline to Bubash, kicks it back out to Schlotman. Around the horn to Vucinic to Craig Diedlow, top of the key. Wojcik on him. Wasn't aware of DJ Gonzalez, who stole it away. Gonzalez in the lane. Starts backing in, put a finger roll up, but he's called for traveling. I don't know.
Well, Munster's going to go to this delay game right now and then try to win the ball game for the free throw line. So let's see if Andrean can disrupt what they're trying to do.
Schlotman with the basketball. 4 minutes exactly to play in this contest. Gonzalez chasing Schlotman. He goes left wing to Drew Hackett. He drives to the foul line, kicks it off to Vucinic. The Mustangs are going to shoot a layup, Jim, it looks like, or they're not going to shoot it.
Layup or free throw.
Schlotman with it, with Gonzalez on him. Double team, now kicks it back out to Craig Diedlow to Luke Vucinic. Wojcik way out high to pick him up. 3:35 on the clock to Bubash. He's double teamed out there by Wojcik and Gonzalez. And it's Gonzalez who's whistled for the foul.
Well, with Gonzalez in the lineup, Andrean gives up something offensively, but they gain from the defense as long as Gonzalez doesn't reach in and foul.
I believe that's the double bonus. And we got timeout on the floor with 3:32 to play. Munster Munster 42, Andrean 35. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. It's the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Smoothie King.
Visit Smoothie King so you may try the original nutritional smoothie. Smoothie King make custom blend smoothies with real fruit, pure juices, no preservatives, artificial dyes, or flavors. Smoothies to fit your personal fitness goals. You may also try our Fit and Crunchy bowls, bars, and healthy natural snacks and premium supplements. It's on Route 41, across from Lake Central High School in St. John.
Smoothie King.
High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy Dealers presentation of Munster Mustang basketball. 3:32, all that remains in our game tonight. The NCC championship on the line. 42-35, 7-point lead. Chris Landon and Jim Easton. Coach, you're Carson Cunningham. What are you going to try and do here? I said if you were Carson Cunningham.
I'm not, but that's a very precarious position right now for Coach Cunningham. He's going to have to go down and they're going to have to score quickly, and they're going to have to pick up full court defense. But you know what? Munster's not a team that you want to pressure into mistakes because they just don't make many mistakes.
First foul shot by Schlottman, good. He has one more coming. Double bonus from here on out for the Munster Mustangs, and Schlottman missed the second. Rebound was Wojcik for Andrean. To Davidson. Mustangs by 8, 3:25 on the clock. Right wing, DJ Gonzalez. Drew Hackett on him. He takes it to the lane. Throws it left wing to Wojcik. He drives, comes up shooting, hits the 12-footer. Nice drive and shot.
Well, they did that. They scored quickly. And here comes the full court press.
Ball comes inbounds to Schlottman. New face in the lineup for the Andrean 59ers is Shamir Johnson. A lot of quickness there. Drew Hackett with it to Vucinic. Left wing, Craig Diedlow. So, the thing is so key for Munster in these situations, Coach, is they do not panic.
Well, their spacing is so good.
Schlottman throws it down baseline. Craig Diedlow lays it off the glass and in. Schlottman double teamed, falling out of bounds, and somehow found Craig Diedlow. What a play! Down the other end, shot is missed. Bubac rebounds. We're going to whistle a foul on Andrean. We're going to shoot foul shots to the other end.
Well, it shows you what a smart player Schlottman is. He knew he was being double-teamed. Somebody had to be open, and he did not panic in that situation. Looked across the court, found Diedlow wide open under the basket.
Chris Landon along with Jim East. Want to let everybody know, once again, we are teamed with the Indiana University Northwest for the Academic All-Star Program, the Indiana University Northwest. That's right, the one and only. That's where we name 2 outstanding student athletes, 1 female, 1 male each week. We put them up on regionsports.com. And with a picture of the profile, we got some great kids in Northwest Indiana, and IU Northwest puts them up in lights on their digital billboards on Route 49 in Chesterton and I-65 and Route 30. Now, ordinarily we do that on the scoreboard show, but we have so many people working out here tonight that there is no scoreboard show, so we're going to put those up on regionsports.com on Monday. DJ Gonzalez, a long 3, missed it. After Bubac hit both of those free throws, the lead is 10. With 2:25 to play, we got a whistle and a foul, and Munster, Andrean's playing right in the Munster.
Yeah, they are. I don't think DJ Gonzalez is the player that they wanted to shoot that shot. I think they've got 2 go-to guys in there right now, and I would let Davidson and Wojak shoot every time.
Drew Hackett to the stripe. That's it. One more coming. I almost put the broadcaster curse on him, but I didn't. And veteran listeners will know exactly what I'm referring to.
I don't know, but you seem to have a lot of zeros with X's through them in that fourth quarter. Fact is, I think Munster scored only 1 field goal.
And he missed it. I did curse him. Rebound, Andrean. Munster by 11. 2:20 on the clock. Davidson roars down, shoots the wild 3, missed it. Skylar Moss the rebound, put back, no good. Wojcik with the rebound. Wojcik comes up shooting, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Skylar Moss, put back good. Andrean had to have that one. 2 minutes to play, 9-point lead for Munster. Schlotman triple teamed in the backcourt. Gets it out of there to Bubash. They throw it underneath to Bubash. Lost the handle. Davidson had it. Bubash crashed into his knees. And Bubash, I think, is going to get nailed on a foul. That'll be 3 on Nate. They call that a chop block in the NFL, but his momentum as he was falling carried him into the back of the knees. In football, they say don't stand around by the pile, Jim. That's how you get hurt.
Well, I will say this. Coach Hackett used that as a teaching moment for Wuchnich because he did not want the ball to be passed to the interior, which he did to Bubash, and that's what got him into trouble. But it's a teaching point, and Mike using it as such. He didn't reprimand the kid. He just told him this is not what I want. And I think the young man understood.
48-39 is our score. Munster with the 9-point lead, 1:51 to play. We got timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Have you experienced Munster's new facility, Centennial Park? Centennial Park offers a variety of activities and facilities to cater your next business function. With in-house catering and meeting rooms, we are able to do all the work for you. Take your next meeting out onto our 9-hole golf course. Golf memberships and in-house leagues are available for avid golfers or beginners. After your round, you may visit the View Restaurant serving sandwiches, soups, and salads. For more information, the phone number is 836-6931.
School basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM.
Welcome back, everybody, to a sold-out Andrean High School. Chris Lannon and Jim East. You know, one of these teams is going to walk out of here disappointed on one of these fan sections, but it's sure been fun, Jim.
It has. Both teams have gathered a lot of support for from their student bodies.
Here's Wojcik driving into the paint. Puts the shot up, no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul. If that's on Bubash, I think that's 4 on Nate Bubash.
If you're a coach, you do not want a team to score with the clock stopped. Keep the clock running. Whatever you do not foul.
That's 4 on Nate Bubash. It's going to put Colin Wojcik to the stride. He missed a pair a couple of seconds ago, but he gets this first one. He'll have one more. As Shamir Johnson and DJ Gonzalez check in for Skylar Moss and Sam Saporsky, the quicker tandem.
Offense to defense, offense to defense.
Situational substituting for Carson Cunningham. The lead down to 8. Wojcik can get the 59ers back within 7 if he hits it. Taking his time and hits it. For Wojcik, hits them both. 7-point lead for Munster. Full court pressure. Inbounds to Schlotman. Right back to Diedlow. They beat the double team. Sloppy pass by Diedlow. Taken away by Ruberry to Davidson off the glass. Got it, a foul!
Wow.
Bad pass by Craig Diedlow, and we don't say that very often. Just a little bit too much distance on that one.
Well, not only the distance, but he made a bounce pass. And a bounce pass is the slowest pass you can make in basketball. Allowed the defense to steal the ball, and the big mistake again, you foul them. And they got a chance to cut the lead down to 4 with the clock stopped.
So Dick Davidson is going to go to the strike for a 3-point play when we come back in 30 seconds. Our score, Munster 48, Andrean 43. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Owning a business is the investment of your life. Shouldn't you protect that investment? For 17 years, Security Electronics has been protecting retail, commercial, and industrial businesses from theft and liability with state-of-the-art electronic security, from closed-circuit TV to access control systems. The highly trained professionals at Security Electronics can protect what you have worked so hard to build. For more information on how you can protect your business, the website is securityelectronicscorp.com. Security Electronics. The phone number is 365-1005. Owned and operated by Bob Manchek. School basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM.
Got a couple of scores to report here on our Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy Dealers presentation of Munster Mustang basketball. Couch gets their revenge on Hanover Central as Cody Nelson hits a shot at the buzzer, and it's counts over Hanover Central 43-41. And here's a shocker, maybe not. East Chicago Central by 20. Final score over Bishop Knoll, 86-66. Chris Landon and Jimmy. The lead down to 4 as the three-point play was converted by Davidson. And this game is really gone to another level with the physicality.
Well, Munster's going to have to make free throws now. I mean, that was the way they played the game, and now they're going to have to step up the line and convert, because that's exactly what Andrean's going to do, is foul a lot.
Andrean has done a nice job of applying pressure with that quicker tandem. Do you think maybe Munster went into that spread a little too soon?
No, I just think a couple players made a couple key mistakes. But you got to keep spacing on the floor when you're running a delay, and I thought they tried to jam the ball inside, and I thought that was a mistake.
Remember, you can win a $25 gift certificate to Gaiety's Ice Cream on Route 41 in Cherville, also known as Indianapolis Boulevard.
Well, Slotman's just 50% for the night, 2 out of 4, so I think maybe they picked out the guy that might be vulnerable at the free throw line.
Slotman's usually money when you need it, and he is on this one. As I said, all you got to do is go to the Region Sports Network YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Region Sports, and subscribe there, and you're entered in the drawing. A winner of subscribers will be chosen at random for a $25 gift certificate to Gaiety's Ice Cream. Slotman eyes the second. It's in the air. Muddy ball players make big shots. Jimmy nails them both. The lead 6 for Munster. 50-44, 128 on the clock. Davidson, careless bounce pass. Thought Moss was going to break into the lane. He didn't. Taken away by Munster. Here's Slotman down the floor, double teamed, off to Ostowich, to Drew Hackett, back to Ostowich. Ostowich drives down the lane, finds Bubash. He'll back out of there. Nice job by Adam Ostowich there. Good recognition. To D-Low, to Ostowich, back to D-Low. 104, and we're going to get a foul on Matt Rubery.
Well, I think Coach Hackett wants somebody up in the middle of the floor because they're chasing the ball in a kind of a zone double teaming situation, and the most vulnerable spot against the press is right in the middle of the floor.
Munster's been to the stripe 23 times here. These shots by Craig Needlow will be numbers 24 and 25.
Andrean's only made 6 free throws, so the difference is certainly at the free throw line. But that's what happens. Good teams make the other teams foul and do silly things that you normally don't do in situations like this.
I've got Munster unofficially, Jim, 20 out of 24 from the free throw line. Let me count these up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You know, this is more fingers on toes than I have. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 trips with one more shot coming for Craig Needlow. And let's see, there's 1 miss. It's easier to count the misses. 2 misses, 3, 4 misses. So 20 out of 24.
And Andrean, not near as good.
Andrean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trips to the stripe. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of 9. 5 of 9.
5 of 9.
55%.
20 out of 24.
You know, people might say, oh, well, they're not calling it right. But, you know, you look at your good college teams.
Yeah.
Indiana, for example, goes to the line more than anybody because that's the way they play. They work for those opportunities, and to stop them, you're going to have to foul.
Especially in the second half when Andrean is down double figures.
Craig Needlow with one more coming. He can stretch the Mustang lead back up to 8 if he hits. It's in the air. It's perfect. Money at the stripe once again. Davidson down the floor. We're inside of a minute. Comes up, shoots the long 3. He hits it. Had to have that when we got a whistle and a quick timeout on the floor with 54 and a half on the clock. And the lead once again down to 5, Jim.
Well, we question Davidson's three-point shooting ability. I think he's...
Well, Munster backed off of him clearly on that one.
He's glummed his critics, including me. I think he's showing a definite tendency to be able to hit that three-point shot. His shot looks good. He really does.
If you're away from a radio or away from a computer and you can't pick us up, oh, yeah, you can. You can listen live on your mobile device. Your iPhone, your Android, or BlackBerry. Go to regionsports.com and click on the game you want to listen to and hear live audio. I want to remind everybody, tomorrow the Region Sports Network will be covering the sectional pairings beginning at 4 o'clock with the IHSA 8 portion of the draw. Sunday afternoon. It feels like a Saturday night. Jim pointing that out to me. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And then after the hour-and-a-half portion, when they draw the actual pairings from around the state, we'll have a local portion for an hour-and-a-half. So that'll be 5:30 to 7.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
At Munster Animal Hospital, our chief concern and focus is the care of pets through disease prevention and treatment. It's our desire to see our patients experience a more joyful life and for their owners to have peace of mind. Located at 10421 Calumet Avenue in Munster, Munster Animal Hospital has been selected by the Times and Shore Magazine as the best veterinary hospital in the region for 2012. Our website is munsteranimalhospital.com for more information. Munster Animal Hospital, committed to the quality of life for our beloved pets.
It seems we're always trying to answer that age-old question, what's the perfect car? But as our needs change, so does the answer to that question. Finding the right car insurance from a State Farm agent can help. So whether you have a claim or just a simple question, you can see State Farm agent Kyle Dempsey at 6934 Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond, or the phone number is 845-1571. Kyle Dempsey State Farm in Hammond.
Misprint can help your team's identification with team banners, trading cards, personalized team posters, stickers, decals, and fundraising ideas too. Misprint has 2 locations, 8244 Calumet Avenue in Munster, and in Hammond at 6931 Calumet Avenue. Both locations open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and in Munster, Saturdays till noon. Online, it's misprintusa.com. Misprint in Munster and Hammond for custom print, designs, and signs.
Jack's Warehouse, Northwest Indiana's newest indoor family fun center, is proud to sponsor sports on the Region Sports Network. Jack's Warehouse has fun activities for all ages, including go-karts, bumper cars, sky trail, laser tag, and an arcade. Jack's even has glow-in-the-dark mini golf. Located next to Omni on Route 41 in Schererville, Jack's has 6 party rooms available for events and parties. For more information, the website is jakswarehouse.com, and the phone number is 322-JAKS.
The BP Whiting Refinery wants you to know that they're committed to the future of Northwest Indiana. Since 1889, BP's Whiting Refinery has helped fuel the growth of the Calumet region by providing jobs, supporting educational activities, and creating a safe and environmentally sound atmosphere for our employees and neighbors. As a member of your community, the BP Refinery in Whiting is proud to support high school sports on the Region Sports Network. The BP Whiting Refinery, honoring our past, celebrating our future. High school basketball on the Key, 90.5 FM.
All right, we're back at Andrean. We apologize, everybody. Somehow, in this mad house, somebody walked on our phone line or something and disconnected us, but we're back on. But in case you missed it, Sam Toporski shot a 3, missed it. Rubery rebounded with a chance to nail a 2, kicked it right back at Toporski, and he buried it. And it's a 3-point game, a 2-point game, pardon me, 52-50, and Wilchenich to the stripe, and he misses.
Well, with that miss, it gives Andrean a chance to tie the game, even if he makes this free throw. If he misses it, well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Can you say overtime? 12.3 on the clock. Munster by 2. Wilchenich, a pressure-packed free throw. Isaac, Wiser, missed it. Rebound, Skylar Moss. A 3 can win it for Andrean. 8 seconds. Davidson passes back to Moss. Double team. Kicks it off. Long 3, Wilczek. Off the iron. And Munster's going to win. Munster's going to win. It was scary, but Munster hangs on, Jim. Wow. Students are storming the court. Chris Ramirez, our executive producer, with a camera down there. He's going to get trampled. He's too old for that, Jim.
You know, I think that the kids are watching television too much. I think every big ball game now, the students going to rush the floor, and I'm afraid somebody's going to get hurt. But it was a very exciting game.
52-50, our final score. Wojcik got the look. He had a chance to win it for Andrean. You know, when you're playing a team like Munster, you got a chance with the ball to tie or win the game, Jim. You have to say that you stood up to the best punch Munster had to dish out and come away on the short end of the stick, but a fine effort nonetheless.